Salutations everyone, Twig Mittens here with the very first ever channel update video, obviously for this channel, and it's also combo with a thank you to all of you guys who've been watching me this far, and kind of just keeping you guys in the loop on what's going on in my life and how this channel's going to be progressing forward into the next couple of months. First off, I'm going to focus on the actual channel update and then get to the fun thank you afterwards, because the thank you is what matters more to me than just the minutia, but I just want to keep you guys in the loop on what's going on. So let's get right on into it here. To keep matters simple, I am returning back to college. This summer was a wonderful break for me, but I now must return to university, and as you can imagine, that means I'm going to be hitting the books, lots of studying, and a lot of compression of my free time. Additionally, of course, I have, for those of you who have taken it, Organic Chemistry 2, which, as you can see by all the equations and molecules on the board here, is quite the process, and it's a lab class. So I know for a fact I am just going to be head in the sand, busy, and probably not able to upload a whole lot of videos into the future, at least for the next couple of months while I'm in school. I'm going to do my best to keep maybe like a card call it every once in a blue moon, and for sure I'm going to be trying to keep my artwork in like the daily posts on this channel. I'm going to try to keep that going as well, just to keep a little bit of the creative juices flowing. But as for longer form videos such as deck techs, card callouts consistently, and other such things, probably not going to be happening just because I know I'm not going to have any free time. Now I know such news can kind of come in as a shock and be quite frightening, especially in the modern YouTube climate. It feels like every other channel creator says, hey, I'm just taking a quick break for a couple of days, and then you never hear from them again. Kind of looks like a wasteland, like the Magic the Gathering card here. And while I do abide by the flavored text that this card actually contains, which is that the land promises nothing, I've promised you guys nothing, and I keep to my promises, I would like to say that there is no need for alarm. This is not like the last ray of hope before I disappear forever, and we're not going to end up in that situation where it was like Twig Mittens last posted 2 years ago and has not been seen since. That is not my intention. Fact of the matter is, all this update really was just to keep you guys in the loop and let you guys know that FYI, college takes priority first so I can graduate, and as such, you're going to be seeing fewer videos in the future, at least for the next couple of months. With the update out of the way, let's get on to the real meat and potatoes of why I actually made this video, which is the thank you. And honestly, for me, it's the far more exciting part than just talking about the minutia of daily life. So for those of you unaware or did not piece it together from the quirky little intro I always do with saying hello, future Twig, this channel kind of serves as an archive for me. That was the original vision behind this channel, was that it kind of serves as a library of all the various creative ideas and concepts I have. I have a ton of different brain blasts that occur, and I want a way to kind of track and organize them all, and as well as making them public so other people could enjoy them as well, especially with the card call-out series. I had seen all of these great Magic the Gathering cards that got swept under the rug, especially with all of the new sets that Magic the Gathering has been pushing so much recently. It felt like there's just a deluge of cards, and a bunch of really fun, quirky, janky cards got swept under the rug and were just no longer available. In fact, it got so crazy with all the ideas in my head, I felt like I needed a backup secretary just to kind of help organize and keep everything flowing in with my creative juices. And yes, I will fully admit, this is a little bit of a weird analogy and doesn't fully work out all the way, but I gotta say, these are some of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and you know what? I wanted to include them, so here we go. So with the idea that this channel was originally started as an archive, it was basically to serve as a catalog of all of my creative ideas, because it felt like every day was a whirlwind. I had a ton of things going on, so I set myself a cute little goal of trying to hit 40 videos on this channel by the end of the summer. And the reason for that is, quite simply, that I had a different YouTube channel I started several years ago. I was very unhappy with it. It just felt like very inauthentic. I almost felt like I was trying to chase views and such. So this time around with the Twig Mittens channel, I was like, I'm going to do this right. I want 40 videos because the other channel had 39 videos, and so I wanted to one-up it, but I wanted to do it in a much more authentic, holistic way that kind of felt much more me, and more importantly, was way more fun to create and showcase my various projects. Well, just to kind of give you guys the raw numbers on it, earlier this summer when I started this process, this Twig Mittens channel had 9 subscribers and 14 videos to its name. Very small, very tiny, very happy with it, but I wanted to expand it a little bit. And I can safely say that after this summer, oh my gosh, I was not expecting this. I was hoping to hit 40 videos, and I thought that was a stretch goal. Not only that I hit 40 videos, I hit 70. I almost doubled my goal. On top of that, out of nowhere for some reason, I only have 31 subscribers. I would never try to focus on subscribers because that is something I cannot control and never want to control, by the way. But like, it was just exciting to me that suddenly all of these people out of nowhere were just like, yeah, you're doing a cool thing. I want to see more of what you're doing. And just, it's been a blast to have you along for the ride. I have read every single one of your comments. I have been very grateful for every single one of your likes and all of the interaction we've had as we discuss various cards and figure stuff out. It's been a blast, and I'm looking forward to continuing the ride with you all into the future. As a quick side note, I also want to mention that I learned Fugi Tech, which for those of you who don't know, that's my little talking chameleon head you see in the corner. I thought this would be a huge part of like technological process, but it took all of 10 minutes to set up, and it's been an absolute joy to use. I like less intensive videos where there's not like a bunch of flashing lights or schizophrenia going on the screen, but I do like having just a bit of motion to kind of keep my visual attention. And as such, I felt like Fugi Tech really filled that void where I could use a couple of cute little MS Paint style creations I put together for a chameleon head, and it just works wonders for giving me a little bit of creative attention going on. Moving on, I also wanted to give a bit of perspective because I feel like with a lot of the modern YouTube climate, everyone focuses on like those silver and gold play buttons at like 100,000 and 1 million subscribers respectively, and that a lot of people just get lost in the numbers and the data analytics. So I wanted to kind of take a step back from that and say, I have 31 subscribers, and if you look at this picture in front of you, that's 30 people. So I sadly didn't have exactly 31 people, but overall, I just want to say, that is a lot of people. Like, that's all of us right there, just sitting there. That's like me looking at you all. That is insane to me that many people out there in the world decided that even with all the stuff I do, with the way I approach uploading videos on this channel, this is incredibly anti-algorithm. I do everything incorrectly or in an obtuse manner that the YouTube bots absolutely do not appreciate. It is amazing to me that 30 of you guys somehow were able to troll through the internet and find little old me and decide to stick around and say hey. And especially to those of you who have decided to comment, I thank you. Again, I've read every single one of them, and they have all been joyous experiences to read and respond and just to interact with you guys, because a lot of you guys know stuff that I do not, and it's just wonderful to have those conversations with you all. And with all that being said, I just want to give my heartfelt thanks and appreciation to each and every one of you for sticking around, or even to those of you who just stopped by to say hey, or didn't even say hey and just watched a little bit. Thanks. I really appreciate it. I'm not somebody who wants to make a large channel and have like a bunch of subscribers or whatever, but I really appreciate each and every one of you who have decided to show up and say hello. And I just love you guys so much. It's been such a blast seeing all the cool things that have happened. And I hope that each and every one of you guys can continue to stick around. And even though I'll be absent for the next couple of months and not able to post a whole lot of videos, I'm looking forward to continuing to make stuff as I have various projects pop in mind, because I can assure you the ideas are not going to stop for me. I'm going to continue having projects I want to share with you all. And you're probably going to continue seeing projects as long as I continue to operate this channel. So with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. I have 1 or 2 more videos I'm going to try to post before I head back to school this, let's see, it would be Saturday. Look forward to those. And otherwise, have a great day all. Take care.